Hello, hope everyone's doing good today. And today I'm going to be unboxing a very special pen, a pen that typically makes it to the top 10 list of lots of people's pens to buy, right? And that's the Sailor Professional Gear Classic, or the 21K Sailor Pro Gear. So the box came with some plastic wrap, which I'm just gonna open up. Put it aside. And as per most of the higher end pens, it come with external cardboard box. This one says PG 12991343-000. Not sure what this one is. And inside you just put the other cardboard aside, and inside you'll get a very typical Sailor box. So it's made of kind of a leatherette cover, and there you go. That's the pen itself. I'm gonna lying on like a velour piece of cardboard cushion. I'm going to put the pen aside first to show you what's in the box. So inside the box it says Sailor, and comes with a presumed warranty card of some sort. Comes with two cartridges. I'm not sure what color it is. Assume it's Sailor blue or black. And the last thing it comes with is probably, and I presume, some instructions. And it comes primarily in Japanese. Okay, so there's actually an English instructions on the other side. That's very nice. So I'm going to put everything back into the case. I'll show you what the pen looks like. So it's shorter than I thought, right? So it's a very short pen. I mean, not much longer than my wife's Pro Gear Slim. So on this side you get the Sailor logo on the finial, and on the other side it's just a flat bottom. Get two rings, one on each side, and then one in the center. And then on this part of the pen you get the text saying Sailor Japan, founded 1911. The clip is pretty thick, and I guess it functions well as a clip. So opening up the pen, the cap is not heavy at all, although you can still feel a little bit of weight on this part of the pen. And you can see a sleeve of sorts in there, presumably to keep the ink in good condition in the pen. And can't help but to look at this. So this is the business end of this pen. This is the 21K nib. That's the feed. I'm not sure whether you can make out what it says down here, but it just says 1911 with the anchor, definitely 21K, and I can't make out the other text down there. So inside, unscrewing the barrel or the main body of the pen, this is very light, it's just plastic. And this area of the pen is made of metal, and there's a little silicone gasket down here. That's a nice touch. So section of this pen is is still pretty small, which is slightly worrying for me. It's really small section down here, and it's a very short pen. As you can tell, it barely, you know, protrudes off out of the back end of my back part of my hand when writing. So I presume that you probably have to use this pen posted, is my guess. It doesn't feel that bad posted. The weight still rests on the back part of my hand, but we'll see once I ink it up. So this was a very quick unboxing of the Sailor Pro Gear Classic 21K nib, and this one was in medium when I bought it. So I hope you liked this unboxing. I will do a full review of this pen in another video, and I'll give you my impressions then. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. Really helps me develop more content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. So I'm back with a very quick writing sample from my new Sailor Professional Gear. And the name of this pen kind of gets me a little bit confused. So I mean, Sailor pen naming terminology isn't the clearest, but the way I would refer to this pen would be to call it the Sailor Professional 21K. Some people actually call it the Sailor Professional Gear Classic, but you know, I don't see that in any of the literature calling it that. So I have this paper. It's just a normal, I wouldn't say it's the best paper. It's just a normal notepad that I have. And what I have inked up with it is actually just Sailor blue, black. And I like to match inks with pens that I have. That's probably why I went with that as a choice. Messed up the dog. And the feeling of this nib, I guess that's why you buy a 21K nib. I wouldn't say it's the smoothest nib out there. It definitely is. I mean, lots of videos out there talk about line variation. It is a hard nib. I mean, it's not, I mean, there's a lot of ink coming out here, but I wouldn't call it exceptionally wet. And it's not very soft. However, you do feel a bit of springiness, just a tiny bit when you're writing. And the feeling of the nib, at least my initial impression of it, is it feels like writing with a felt tipped pen, if that makes any sense. It's definitely not pencil like, right? So it's definitely not like a pencil. It's more like a felt tipped pen, right? So that's my initial writing impression of this pen. First, the other note that I have is that because it's so short, right, I don't feel comfortable writing with it in this way without posting the cap. Right, and I'm very deliberate to put the cap in such a way that it doesn't rotate the pen inadvertently, but this feels good so far. The section isn't giving me any problems. However, you do note that the section is rather thick compared to other pens that I've used. So this was a very quick first look. I mean, I've done the unboxing and I've done a very quick first look about the Pilot professional gear. What do I think about it? I think it's a beautiful pen, and it writes well. I just have to get used to it. So the other thing which I didn't talk about in terms of was actually the width of a Sailor medium. So I think it is a medium. It's definitely not a fine. You could call it a Western fine for some of the pens out there, like the German Nib pens that I have. But to me, I would definitely classify this as a medium, or in between a fine and a medium, right? So I will continue using this pen, and I will give further thoughts in a subsequent video, or might compare it with other pens that I own, and I will let you know which one I think I prefer out of all of that I have. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.